Hello, dear friends. Thank you so much for visiting our YouTube channel. It's a pleasure to have you here on the BMI Care TV community. This is your host, Dr. Brian Myler, medical doctor by profession, specialized in psychiatry. I would like to share yet another exciting opportunity. This time we've taken to German and we will be talking about the DAAD Helmut Schmidt program, which is known as Public Policy and Good Governance. And this basically supports future leaders from developing countries. And we will be sharing with you a list of these countries. And so these leaders who want to promote democracy and social justice in their home countries. The program, which is funded by the German Federal Foreign Office, offers the chance to acquire a master's degree in master's programs of particular relevance for the social, political, and economic development in the student's country of origin. In the light of the principles of good governance, highly qualified graduates with a first academic degree are being educated in political science, law, economics, and administration, and prepared for future leading positions in their home countries. And so we will be looking through real quick the current announcement, and we are basically talking about an announcement that will be opening for the call for applications on the 1st of June. 1st of June 2023 for the 2024 academic year. And so we will then look into the checklist of, documents or items that you may really need if you're going to be applying for this particular program. Just show you how the application form looks like, the list of countries, and just show you some of the frequently asked questions and basically information about the master's courses that are being offered in 7 different universities in Germany. And so, without further ado, we will start off by looking at the current call for applications. And so you can actually see that there's this PDF document, and this is actually talking about individual funding. That is the Helmut Schmidt program. So the Master's Scholarship for Public Policy and Good Governance for the 2024 academic year. So what is basically the objective of this particular program? So with this program, the DAAD strives to contribute to promoting good governance and civil society structures in developing and emerging countries. So the program is essentially for future leaders who want to pursue master's degrees in particular disciplines that are relevant for social, political, and economic development. So it prepares individuals to have a practically oriented approach to learning, and so that they can have and take up maybe responsible positions in their home countries so that they can contribute to establishing economic and social institutions that are democratically oriented and designed to overcome social inequalities. So who can actually apply for this particular program? So graduates from developing and emerging countries who have a bachelor or equivalent qualification with a well-qualified first university degree and above average grades, that is upper third in social and political sciences, law, economics, and public policy and administration. So these individuals must be willing to actively contribute to the social, political, and economic development of their home countries or regions. These individuals must already have gained practical experience relevant for the program that they are interested in. So this could be professional experience in their current or previous capacity, internships, political or social commitment, which may have been shown through the activities that they do in their communities or through the activities that they do in the political sphere. And so what can be funded? So academic education in one of the master's courses will be funded. And this is listed below and selected by the DAAD. So it will take place from September to October 2024. And the courses have an international focus and are mainly offered in English. So throughout their studies, all scholarship holders of this particular funding will benefit from accompanying support services provided by the program coordinators at the respective study locations. Scholarship holders benefit from events and seminars organized by, specifically for them, as well as close exchange with other international scholarship holders. And then there will be lots of networking events. So the DAAD scholarship holders are also exempt from paying tuition fees. So your tuition friends will be covered by this particular program for you to pursue a fully funded master's program. And so when it comes to, financial muscle, you will not have to struggle in having to move your financial muscle or having to look for alternative funding for you to fund your education. So what is the value in terms of the scholarship that is being offered? So the scholarship holders will receive scholarships of currently 934 euros per month for master's courses at German higher educational institutions, health insurance coverage in Germany, appropriate travel allowances for travel between Germany and the respective developing and emerging countries, a study and research grant, rent subsidies, and family supplements as applicable. Preceding German language course in Germany, which will be lasting for up to 6 months. So, and this is actually a mandatory requirement. So the following deviation regarding funding benefits applies for the social protection master's course due to its blended learning concept. A circulate of 500 euros per month is paid in the 4th semester because of mandatory online semester in the student's country of origin or another developing or emerging country. So in terms of the application process, all applications must be submitted in English for Germany. So please indicate clearly that you are applying for the DAAD Helmut Schmidt program. So master's scholarship in public policy and governance. You may apply for up to 2 master's courses listed below. So you need to read the selection criteria included in the checklist clearly before you complete your application. You need to also complete the DAAD application form. All right, so application for a research or study scholarship only once and indicate your selected master's courses or courses. In the latter case, clearly indicate your first and second priority. So you need to apply for at least 2 programs. And so if you're going to be applying for 2 particular programs, you need to clearly indicate which one is your first choice and which one is your second priority. If you're applying for 2 master's courses, please rank the courses in the order of preference in your motivation letters. So why your first choice of master's course is your first choice and why your second choice is your second choice. For each choice of course, please provide clear reasons why you think it will advance you academically and professionally. You must submit the same letter of motivation to both courses you are applying for. And please submit the application form to the master's course of your choice, along with the required documents. Scholarship applications must be made directly to the master's course. So let's look at selection. So the selection will be made by a selection committee in October, November, thereabout, the year 2023. So the committee usually comprises of professors from the participating master's courses and representatives of the scholarship committee. So in terms of the next step, the candidates that are proposed for scholarship are contacted by the DAAD and asked to upload their full documents to the DAAD portal. And please do not upload any application documents unless you are nominated by the DAAD. So please make sure that you have a full set of copies of your application documents in PDF format. Please submit original documents only if you are explicitly asked to do so by the master's course. Thus, the selection process is finalized. All applicants are informed in writing after the end of the selection process in mid to late December 2023. So let's look at the selection criteria briefly. So the most important selection criteria are: one, a conclusive account of your academic, professional, and personal motivation for the study endeavor in Germany and for choosing and prioritizing the master's courses that you have chosen. This motivation also relates to the goals of the Helmut Schmidt program. And you actually saw when we looked at the objective of this funding agency on their website. So make sure that you read the objective of this funding agency in giving out this particular scholarship, and see that whatever goals you have will be in alignment to the objective of the funding agency. Practical experience relevant to the program, that is your professional experience or any internships that you may have taken, political activities you might have gotten involved in, or service to your community such as volunteering or work for charities or NGOs should align with the objective of the funding agency. A first higher education degree completed with above average grades, that is upper third. So you need to make sure that this gives you a competitive edge compared to all the other applicants. So the formal requirements are such that candidates who already hold a master's degree must make a well-argued case as to why they should be funded for another postgraduate degree. The candidate's last university degree should not date back more than 6 years ago. Candidates who have spent more than the past 15 months in a country not listed on the DAAD list are not eligible. You will be able to look at the list when I show you in a bit. So all master's courses have their own selection criteria: degrees, grades, the language skills, requirements, the practical experience that must be met in addition to the selection criteria that is put forward by the funding agency. So in terms of language skills, so the requirements for language skills and the required language certificates vary depending on the masters that you have chosen. So let's look at the application documents briefly. So the required application documents are a ticked off checklist and list of criteria signed by hand. Do not insert a scanned signature indicating place and date of issue. So the application form, that is one. So application for research study scholarship. So this should be a form that should be completed, and I'll show you how that form looks like in a bit. So then the next thing is a single letter of motivation, even when applying for 2 master's courses, including a precise account of your academic, professional, and personal reasons for wishing to participate in the Helmut Schmidt program, as well as a detailed explanation of your choice of master's courses, indicating why your first choice of master's course is your first choice, why your second choice is your second choice, and how they will advance you academically and professionally. So the maximum of these must be 2 pages long. So you must provide the same letter of motivation to both courses that you are applying for. A CV in reverse chronological order without any unexplained pages. So the format for this CV can be found on Unipass. So with exact information about your studies and practical experience that you have gained until the date of application. So the copies of your higher education degree certificates, please provide a certified translation if the original is not in Germany or English, and make sure these are clearly legible. A copy of your full set of transcripts of records, including an explanation of the grading system. Please provide a certified translation if the original is not in Germany or English, and make sure these are clearly legible. Confirmation of relevant professional experience or internships, and a proof of relevant political activities or service to your community, such as volunteering or work for charities or NGOs. Unheaded paper, including an original or code certified digital signature, the date of issue, and the stamp. If necessary, please provide a certified translation. Proof of English language skills, a current written reference from your current employer or from the university lecturer if you are a student at present, on headed paper, including an original or not or code certified digital signature, the date of issue, and a stamp. If necessary, provide a certified translation. Now, in terms of application deadline, the application period for all 7 higher education institutions is from 1st June until 31st July 2023. So that is a period of 2 months before you can actually make a submission of the application. So 2 months, friends, is, a good time for you to make sure that you prepare all the relevant application documents that we have just highlighted. So you can take your time and make sure that you try and see if you can submit, the application 2 weeks before, because then that will reduce the anxiety and the panicking that may happen mostly when you are applying for programs such as these. And if you have to find any challenges with internet and all that, then you would have sorted out all that, because some people may wait until the last minute, but it's always good to try and submit the applications really early. So the application location. So you have to submit your application documents for the master's courses and the DAAD scholarship to the master's courses of your choice, and not to the DAAD. So you have to also take note that applications may be rejected for formal reasons. That is, if you submit any documents that are illegal. So applications addressed to more than 2 higher education institutions and or that do not include a clear and consistent prioritization in the DAAD form and the letter of motivation will be excluded from the selection process. So only applications including all required documents will be considered. Applications sent to the DAAD will not be forwarded to the respective master's courses. Such application documents, including any attachment samples, will become the property of DAAD without any compensation. They will not be retained. So any deviations from the application process will result in exclusion from the selection process. So what's important here, friends, is to clearly read the call for application and also look at additional documents that are attached to the call for application so that you don't make any mistakes. Because if you make any mistakes, that will be tantamount to exclusion from the selection process. So information and advisory centers. So for further information, you may need to contact the master's courses contact persons, and more detailed information will be provided by them. So the contact persons have actually been highlighted. So you can see here that the following master's courses are part of the Helmut Schmidt program. And so that is the social protection program. And you can see that, this has got the teaching language, which is going to be English, and the duration will be like 4 semesters. And this is the contact email address for the contact person. And then we have development and governance with, the email address for the contact person. And again, this will be taught in English. The duration is essentially 2 semesters. And then there's public policy here. So you can see the contact person there. This is in English as well, and it will be for 4 semesters. Then there's peace and conflict studies. So there is the contact email address for the contact person. This again will be offered in English, and the duration will be 4 semesters. Then there's management in non-profit organization with the contact email address highlighted there. This also will be offered in English, and the duration will be like 4 semesters. Then there's developmental studies. These again will be offered in English, and there is the email address in case you wish to find out detailed information about the program. And lastly, governance and public policy, which will also be offered for 4 semesters, but the teaching language will be German and English, and that is the contact email address. So this is the current core for applications, dear friends. So the next document is a checklist, which you will need to ensure that you are filled in so that you can highlight the documents that you have actually submitted alongside with your application. So you can actually see here that they put the name of the applicant there, and then there's a checklist that is actually mandatory for you to complete. So you tick off the list. So you can see here that there's their application, and the possible languages are German or English. So if you have used either German or English, you'll just tick there. And then there's the application form if you have completed it. And this basically, please type your answers and make sure they are clearly legible. Post university, that is the first choice for master's course. Second choice if you are interested in more than one master's course. And then you tick there. So yeah, letter of motivation and the CV, which should have a format of the yellow pass type of CV. For CV without any unexplained gaps, in reverse chronological order, and there is where you actually tick, making sure that you have met what they're describing on the left. So this is basically what you will need to submit alongside with your application. You can actually go through this at your own time. So you can see here they highlight the formal criteria, and then they also highlight the letter of motivation in terms of what should be contained in the letter of motivation. And so that is something that you want to pay attention to if you're going to be applying for this particular program. And then this is the application form that you need to fill in, dear friends. So you can see this application form, it has got 4 pages. So that's what you will need to complete, and it's a mandatory requirement. And then when you come to the next, we are basically looking at the list of countries that are eligible for this particular scholarship program. So you can see they have been divided in different regions. So there's Western, Central, South, Eastern Europe. So you can see list of countries here 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. So 7 countries from Western, Central, and Southeastern Europe. And then there's Eastern Europe, Central Asia, and South Caucasus. So again, good number of countries there. So you can check if your country is here. And then there's Middle East, North Africa as well. So list of countries there. So all you need to do is check if your country is eligible. And then there's Sub-Saharan Africa. So good number of countries here. If you're from Zambia, you know that you are included on this list here. And, you know, good number of countries from Sub-Saharan Africa here. Nigeria, you can see yourself there. South Africa, you can see yourself. So a good number of countries. And then there's Asia Pacific. So Bangladesh, Bhutan, Cambodia, China, Cook Islands, Fiji, India. A good number of countries again here. Then there's Myanmar. Okay, so you can see that you're here. Then there's Malaysia. There's India, Indonesia, Nepal. There's Nepal there. So you can see this list of countries. I know I've got a good number of subscribers from Vietnam. So Vietnam, you are covered here, dear friends. Please take advantage of this wonderful opportunity and apply for this scholarship to go and study in Germany. And then there's Latin America here. So yeah, so dear friends, if your country is amongst these countries here, then you are eligible to apply for this scholarship opportunity. And then on this side, if you come on this side, dear friends, you find a list of some of the frequently asked questions. So what I would essentially advise is that in case you have any questions, this is the area you want to basically go to look at the frequently asked questions before you make any considerations to reach out to the specific contact persons highlighted in the previous email addresses that I was showing you. So when I share the link to this particular website, you can actually just come here and go to the frequently asked questions. So when you click on this, then you will be brought to this PDF document that you can actually look at your own time. And then lastly, just wanted to show you that there's also this PDF document, which basically talks about the different master's programs. So when you come and scroll down, you'll notice that they actually talk about the different master's program and where they will actually be located in terms of which university. So you can see that management in non-profit organization will be hosted by the University of Applied Sciences, also Nabraki, and then development and governance will be hosted by the University of Duisburg Essen. Social protection will be offered by the University of Applied Sciences, Bonn Rensege, and then developmental studies, governance, and public policy will be offered by University of Passau, and then public policy will be offered by Willy Brandt School of Public Policy at the University of Erfurt, and then peace and conflict studies will be offered by Otto von University Magdeburg. So this goes further. So it talks about the particular master's program, the content, the methods, and then talks about the location of the university. So if you're interested in any of these master's program, this is a page that this is a PDF document that you would want to actually look through and just get a glimpse of what the master's program is all about in terms of the objective and the course content, and where the university that is offering that master's program is located in Germany. And this is a go-to area if you are thinking of getting to know more about the program before you can actually start crafting your application. So that is something that I thought I would mention. And again, you just simply come to this particular page. When we share the link to this particular page, you can find information about the master's courses. So that is really something you want to really take uh, keen interest in. So you can see here application requirements and application procedure there, and then contact and the consulting. So these are some of the other tabs you may wish to actually visit. From us, the BMI Care TV community, it's thanks again for watching this particular video. We appreciate you, our dear subscribers, those that have already subscribed, for sticking around with us. We don't take you for granted. We appreciate that you are able to stay with us and encourage us to continue providing the content that is relevant, the content that you wish to take advantage of. And just in case you are watching this video and you have not yet subscribed, I would like to encourage you to please subscribe to this video, hit that subscribe button. And once you've done that, dear friends, go a step further and hit that bell icon, selecting all notifications so that when we upload future videos, you will be amongst the first few people to receive a notification. And it's bye-bye for now until we meet in yet another exciting video. Thank you.